Hello everyone and welcome to another history video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Is It Wizard deck in history format. So this list comes from Greenwire. He's been having a pretty good success with this deck, so I decided to take a look at today because I want to keep playing some counter spells in historic format because it just got unbanned. So I'm probably going to be like jamming bunch of counter spell decks for the following week. And this is basically a traditional blue-red wizard deck that is playing 4 copies of Snapcaster Mage. It's been quite some time since I've seen a deck with the 4 copies of Snapcaster Mage, but it is a wizard that turns on Flame of Nor. You can also get back a counterspell now, which is fantastic. And not to mention, another wizard that's really good in current meta at the moment is the Tishana's Tidebinder. The Tishana's Tidebinder stops a lot of shenanigans in historic format, especially considering that Sorin is a very popular deck. Another card that we're playing that is completely new in the sideboard is the Fire Magic, and this is basically going to be our Pyroclasm that is at an instant speed, which is pretty sick. If you see a bunch of 1 toughness creatures, you could board wipe for just 1 at an instant speed, but if you see that they have a 2 toughness creature, you do have to spend 2 more mana for it. But the upside here is that it is an instant speed card, so would you pay 1 more mana to be able to do this? I think the answer is yes, because it just pairs up really nicely with the counterspell. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. So hang on, I'm going to be hopping over to some history BO3 to show you guys what it does. So let's hop on over. Alright, taking a look at Greenwire's deck today. He's been having a pretty good success with the deck, so I was like, why not? Why not try the deck out? I think I'm just going to have the Tamio as a blocker. And just use Shove Aside when it comes out. Block. Ooh. So we went second, so we're gonna have a Shove Aside ready. So I'm going to get rid of Thousand Face Shadow here. Slip out the back. Sure. I definitely didn't expect a slip out the back. Alright. I think this actually might be a wrap. Oh, but... Oh no! It's still phased, so I can't Flame of Nor. Do I greet it? Do I greet it? I think I'm going to draw 2 cards and just destroy artifact, honestly.
I am not.
It's a little bit dangerous, but I think opponent might, you know, potentially tap out if they try to get rid of a Tamio here. We'll see. Okay, Ninjutsu. Okay.
The library.
think I will shove aside right now, and then I'll Snapcaster Mage and shove aside again. And here I'm going to do the same thing. Sink into Stupor. Alright, so I'm going to shove aside here again. Alright, I think we won. I think we're gonna go into a game 2 situation here. Silver Master. Nice. Alright, so Fire Magic might be actually pretty good against them. Because this deck actually plays a lot of like 1 toughness creatures. Stern Scolding could be also pretty good. I think the Tishana's Tidebinder is not very good. Probably. Yeah, and we have a Flame of Benor for Retrofitter Foundry, so I think this is this about sums it up. I think we want, so they have a lot of flyers, so I don't think this card is very good. It's just going to get blocked by a 1/1 and just die. I guess we don't want that many fire magic. Alright. 0 interaction spells. I do think there's a mulligan here. I don't love it. Yeah, I don't really love it. I think I'll have to let this go. Okay, so maybe I bounce it here? Let's just force out whatever ninjutsu card they have. Okay, nice. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Definitely does not look good. I'm just gonna take it. Because I want to Stern Scolding their Tumna card here. I think I have to counter this. Yikes. Bit of a yikes. So I'm gonna flash in Snapcaster Mage. And then I think I'm gonna have to into the Flood mod the Ornithopter and block the Moonstruck Hacker. Consign. Consign. So, I mean, they do still lose the Moon Circuit Hacker, so that's still pretty good. We need to draw some gas, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I have to take it. Because I need to Flood Maw, and then, like, because I can't Flood Maw during combat, right? Because they're just going to ninjutsu. So I have to take it. And then we bounce this. If they replay back, we can just Spell Snare. I don't think I can actually fetch with the Prismatic Vista. I'm too low. The lands are insane. Treasure Cruise top deck would be actually pretty nice here. Oh, that is some good stuff here. Okay. Insane. Flame of Nort. Flame of Nort. Oh my god, we're back in it! We are back in it. We actually can't play anything because we might want that Spell Pierce. Okay, the Thunder Trap is so sick in this deck. We might need more copies of it. Okay, let's see what they got. It was 1,000 Face Shadow. Okay, another Consider. Okay, we need Counterspell mana, so we're gonna attack with you. Gonna sink into Stupor before combat. Boom. Not gonna play anything, okay. Oh my god. Treasure Cruise, even insane and historic. Insane. We finally stabilized.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Sure. Yuriko. They could have a counterspell of their own. It could be a Spell Pierce, actually. Slip out the back. Alright, I think we got him. I think we got him. So much draw, right? Can you believe that? Like, we actually didn't do anything like other than bounce, 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 and then we top deck a Thunder Trap Trainer, and now we're in this position. Kind of crazy. That is a good land, though. The Tiered Magic.
Use your words.
I think next turn opponent's dead, right? We have the Hollow Storm Giant plus a Snapcaster Mage. Oh yeah, that is getting countered for sure. Right, GG's. GG's. I was assuming the Ninja deck might actually play some counter spells, but I haven't seen any. Alright. Boom. Got some fetch lands. Treasure Cruise. Consider. Kami. Oh, this is a Shifting Woodland combo deck. That's kind of scary. I think I have to leave a Spell Pierce for like Malevolent Rumble coming out. We do have some Surgicals in the side. I just don't think we're going to be able to win this game 1. Actually, Into the Floodmaw is a very good card against what's to happen maybe. Yeah, I can't stop that. Wait, they topped an Omniscience. Why did they top an Omniscience? So that they can discard? I'm guessing? Yeah, I think they're just they want to just discard. Need some counter spells fast. We're only drawing lands though. So I can't really attack right now because if I attack they can block with the Kami, which will make the Shifting Woodland active. How many Surgicals does this deck play? 2? I guess it also has Alpine Moon as well on the Shifting Woodland. But yeah, this is definitely not looking good. So no creatures on opponent's hand, apparently. We're kind of drawing pretty bad. Cash grab. Alright. I think we probably lose here. It's just game 1. We just have no hope. We can't close out the game fast enough, and then, you know, we also, you know, didn't draw anything other than lands this game. Yeah, there's just, even if we have a bunch of these bounce spells, like, it's not gonna do anything. We just need to go to next game. Oh, we only have one Alpine Moon. Yeah, I don't know how this matchup's gonna go. I guess we have Tishana's Tidebinder as well. That's actually a lot of ways, actually. Wow, okay. It's actually way better than I thought. Do we want Disruptor Flute, though? On the Shifting Woodland? I mean, why not? Here's 4 cards. Snapcaster Mage. Flame of Manor is good for destroying Gafero's Gift, though. Maybe Into the Floodmaw is just like not good. Okay, we'll work with this. Okay, we have a Counterspell, Disruptor Flute. I do want to see a Surgical, though. That'd be sick. Like, especially like Surgical on Faithless Looting, or even Omniscience. Both of those kind of work. So we're gonna call Shifting Woodland. Okay, they got a Boseiju. And we get an Alpine Moon. Call Shifting Woodland again. I don't know, maybe that was a bit too much. We could have maybe just held on to Flame of Anor and then just drawn 2 cards. Going to counterspell this. Treasure Cruise. Right, we're gonna draw 2 cards. More lands. Ooh, that's a good one. So is Boseiju a triggered ability? It is, right? I think I'm just going to let this go. Because I kind of want more cards in the graveyard for the Treasure Cruise anyways. So if they hardcast Gafero's Gift, we can just Tishana's Tidebinder. We can even sink into Stupor as well. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't leave up Treasure Cruise. I mean 3 mana if I cast Treasure Cruise here. Yeah, drawn very awkwardly. Just bunch of lands into 2 Treasure Cruise. Not where you want to be, right? Looting. Nice, that's really, really good. So we can activate that anytime we want. I guess we have to do it now. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. I was waiting for an opponent to like potentially play a cash grab or something. Haywire Might. We can Tishanna's Tidebinder that. Otawara. Tishanna's Tidebinder on this thing. Then I'll Otawara the God Pharaoh's Gift when it comes down. Because I just want to put more cards in the yard for the Treasure Cruise. Because I'm having a pretty difficult time being able to cast this. So 5, 6, 7. Draw a bunch of cards. Vendilion Click. I think I'll wait on the click. I'll just probably sink into Stupor, balance the God Pharaoh's Gift. Yeah. I'll sink into Stupor here. And next turn I'll have both of these up. All right. So I'll put an upkeep stop. Now let them draw a card and I'll Vendilion Click. So get rid of God Pharaoh's Gift. And probably pass a turn. I think that's okay. Damping Sphere. Why? I'll play Disruptor Flute. Shifting Woodland. I'll just cast this. Nice, we got a Counterspell. So we have 6 mana remaining. 2, 4, 6. We have a double Counterspell with the Snapcaster Mage. I'm gonna counter this because this basically is alright, I think we won. I'm just gonna play this out. Alright, so it does seem like our deck has a very good edge post sideboard. Especially with the Tishana's Tidebinder. It seems like a pretty good matchup. Okay, we have a Surgical. We do have a Surgical here, and a Tishana's Tidebinder. Both very good news. We want to shift enter because we don't want to give them information that we have a Surgical here. And same thing, I am going to shift enter.
This is an interesting story.
And now because we have open mana, we can just, you know. Okay, Ulamog. Ulapog. Okay, opponent has a Haywire Might already. And now we can just chill back with the Tishana's Tidebinder and the Surgical here. So there's that Shifting Woodland. This is so bold of them to attack. Because they know I have a Snapcaster Mage. Nice. We have a Counterspell now. Okay. So there's that looting again. I probably want to save the Surgical for when opponent plays a Shifting Woodland. I mean, like, activates with the Shifting Woodland, right? We're drawing a lot of lands. Ooh, there we go. This is the card that I was waiting for. So what does Tishana say? When you counter, if an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities. So it doesn't actually say land, so you can't really turn off the Shifting Woodland forever. Which is a shame. Which is a shame. Colossus. I think I have to counter that. I really wanted to transform the Tamio here. Because then I get to, you know, activate the Surgical multiple times. I think we got this under control though. Okay, so I am going to Flame of Banor here. Draw 2 and destroy artifact. And then I'm going to draw a card. And then Tamiyo's gonna transform. Oh wow. I didn't expect that. Okay. Alright, opponent. I'll just flute on opponent's upkeep. So I'll flute here. If they tap out, I guess Surgicaling Ulamog isn't too big of a deal. So they had an Ulamog as well. Let's see their deck. Omniscience, got Pharaoh's Gift. Alright. So they have 3 more Cathartic Pyre. And 2 more Haywire Mites. The problem is they have a Boseiju here. Okay, that's actually really good. And a Snapcaster Mage, okay. I think because we got a Snapcaster Mage... I think I'm willing to just play the Tishana. Alright. I mean, I guess I don't need to crack this now. So what do we have? So I could play like a Flame Bonor. Yeah, I think I just want to kind of draw right now. And then put some pressure in. Yeah, so unfortunately, Disruptor Flute is gone. Really? Okay. I thought they were gonna go for a Disruptor Flute for sure, right? I think it only makes sense. Into a cash grab. So we got rid of Ulamog, the Defiler, and then... Okay, that's really good. I could get rid of a Pharaoh's Gift right now. If I get rid of a Pharaoh's Gift, and I only have to worry about like their 10-mana cards, which are Ulamog. I think because it just happens to be in the graveyard, I'll just get rid of it right now. Because I don't think they're gonna be able to win without them. Okay, we have 12 cards in the yard. It would be very nice to draw Treasure Cruise. Interesting that they went for that. Yeah, very interesting. Alright, I'm just going to tempo out one of the Tishana's Tidebinder. Now we're hitting them for 5 damage a turn. Now they have 8 mana. They're gonna have 9 mana next turn. Yeah, even in a historic, Treasure Cruise is pretty good. Alright. GG's. Definitely can work. Young Wolf. Marionette Apprentice. So we need to find our Tamio in this matchup. Okay, there's that Tamio.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
We gotta transform this guy as soon as possible. Really? So, looks like this is a tutor spell. So we can spell pierce it. Yeah, there's that Court of Culling. We're going to spell pierce this. Now we have a counter spell. A goose. Into a Cauldron Familiar. I think I'm gonna just draw. Shove aside. I really wanted to see a land here. Might just have to go for the transformation. Draw 2, and I'll kill the goose. We need a land. Ooh. Unlucky.
This will be a boon to my Risa. Think before you act.
Unlucky. So, Under the Cat appears. Nice. They didn't have anything. That's crazy, by the way.
I am not defenseless.
I'll just kill the marionette and pass a turn. Okay, so we have a Sephiroth coming out. Probably have to counter this. I could have Tidebindered, but okay, we have an issue. We can't seem to find our land here.
Think before you act.
Alright, we got a tap land. I mean, I'll take it. Bartolome. We're just gonna bounce this. And then we're going to shove aside here. Draw a million cards.
So many stories to catalog, it will take a lifetime.
Alright. I think we are probably gonna win this one. Probably. So we're gonna... Where's our Tishana? Do we have a counterspell here? We do. Okay, so we're gonna Tishana. Boom. Okay, block. I'll kill you. I should have a spell snare here, right? Yeah, there you go. Alright, so fire, magic, and Stone Barrack. Stern Scolding. I don't think you need Into the Flood Maw. The thing about the Vendilion Click is it's our win con. Because it flies. Let's go down on copy of a Tishana. Spell Pierce. I guess we have to cut like Vendilion and another copy of a Tishana and maybe like 2 Snapcaster mages. Is that too much? We'll try it out. Alright. Double shove aside. Delight a halfling. Just going to get rid of this immediately. That car is just trouble. Okay, that's actually a very good card. Semi's MacG. Stern Scolding. And we'll just get rid of this as well. Okay, Singing the Stupor was a great draw. Cauldron Familiar. That's a really good one. Because even if I counter this or kill it, they can just get it back because of the goose. Pretty good one. Pretty good one. Okay, they went for goose again. I'm gonna try to kill it. Alright. Okay, I think we just pass. Wait, do you have a... Did you just draw another Court of Calling? That'd be kind of crazy if they did. No. Oh, ho, ho, fire magic. There we go. Alright, that's also really good. So fire magic is an instant speed. So we're just gonna play the Stone of Eric here and then fire magic. Bum bum bum. Another birthing ritual. Okay, looks like we're just never gonna stop a birthing ritual, so... I was like, you know, maybe with like just one birthing ritual I can balance this, and then draw a counterspell in the future. Also, by the way, this is not a land. What opponent has in their hand is not a land. No frickin' way. It's a counter to my fire magic. Okay, so we need to find our Flame of Anor, right? Yeah, we gotta find our Flame of Anor. So the Light Halfling and... Yeah, the Firaga only deals 3 damage. I can't believe you're spending 6 mana and it's only dealing 3. Like, does that make any sense? Alright, that's actually pretty good. Oh. Oh wow. That's awkward. So I'm gonna sink into Stupor. And then activate this. Because I need the Treasure Cruise to come online, right? Alright, okay. That's pretty hot. So we can do Counterspell on the Crystal Barricade and then Fire Magic for Fyra. Actually, I could have Spell Snared. What am I doing? So we do have one more Stone of Eric. So there's that Sam. This is actually kind of bad because I decided to use a freaking Counterspell instead of a Spell Snare. If this last card is a Court of Calling, that's really bad news, right? Okay, it's not. So I'm going to Fyra. Alright. There's no legendary. Wait, hold up. Sacrifice 3 food, return target historic card. Historic cards are artifact, legendary, and saga. Is this only on sorcery? It's not. That's really good. Okay, Cauldron Familiar. I think we have to play Fyra here. I shouldn't have played a Counterspell. That was so bad of me. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man. And then they got a cat. I think we're dead. So what happened this game? The birthing ritual just kind of went crazy, right? And we couldn't do anything about it. Man. Bummers. Yeah, the birthing ritual is something that we have to counter no matter what. Right, the Crystal Barricade did some work there last game. They're gonna take away the counter spell. Could be a fire magic as well. take that. That's very nice.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Definitely, it does seem like Cameo is the way you can kind of... I guess we have to counter that. Yeah, Tameo is the way to winning this matchup, I think. So they might be able to get a birthing ritual down. Not much you can do, but I think transforming the Tameo there was the correct play.
Respect the library.
That's really good. Okay, so I'm going to balance this the birthing ritual here because I can't play anything. Ooh. So I shove aside. I can get back a counterspell. Okay. Alright, so we lost to a Grixis control deck that was playing, like, that was going a little bit, like, bigger. They had, like, 3 different planeswalkers, and then, 4 copies of counter spells with a bunch of Archmage charms, and even Cryptic Command. We just couldn't beat it, right? We just couldn't beat it. The reason why it's not in the video is because the game took 50 minutes. So, as for the deck, I think the deck can definitely win, especially like the Tishana's Tidebinder can disrupt like things like Sorin and whatnot. So there's a lot of Planeswalkers, right? So the Tishana's Tidebinder is going to become really good, especially against things like Mono Green Devotion. So I think the Tishana's Tidebinder is an excellent card to play at the moment, but the problem with this deck currently, the deck just has a very hard time closing out the game. And if you look at something like a Modern, for example, they have Murktide to bring in. The replacement, I guess, here is the Vendilion Click, but the Vendilion Click is definitely not a Murktide. So I wasn't really a big fan of the Vendilion Click, plus play pattern with this card is a little bit weird, because usually like you kind of want to, play the click during the upkeep, and then once they draw a card, you can see more cards in their hand. You can take away a key piece there, but the thing is, they can still top deck a win, right? So I feel like the card is just kind of whatever, honestly. I think Brazen Borrower might be a little bit better here, and might even want to go up on like more Brazen Borrowers in the sideboard, because the deck just has a very hard time closing out the game. So that's problem number 1. And then another card that's kind of mediocre, honestly, is a Shove Aside. The fact that it only becomes a instant speed spell if you go second is very bad. Not to mention the fact that this can't hit face, which is another contributor to why this deck is so bad at closing out the game, is because like if you play this in Timeless, the games don't really take that long, because your Shove Aside is going to be a lightning bolt that you can flash back with a Snapcaster Mage. So the win con becomes your Tameo and Snapcaster Mage getting back a bunch of lightning bolt and then killing your opponent. So again, the problem with the deck is the fact that really hard to close out the game. And again, that's also because there's no evasion except for the Vendilion Click, which we only play 1 copy of. But yeah, I think the deck was pretty good, although it has some flaws. But what can you do when you have things like Shove Aside instead of a Lightning Bolt in Historic, or not even a Murktide, right? So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.